All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. I am Greg Cottrell. It is so nice to be here with all of you. I'm just watching as you guys are rolling in from all over the place. Good morning. We are so thrilled to be here together. I have Cathy and Laura waiting in the wings, but I just wanted to kick off real quick and give you guys kind of the scope of what we're going to be doing for the next few hours and then throughout the rest of today. So we are so excited to be here after months and months of preparation. It's been a long time coming. We have been working so hard to get these colors all ready, and I'm sure most of you have cracked open your kits by now. If you haven't, now is the time. We're about to dig into this. I want to first say thank you to the wonderful team here at Concord and Ninth that not only has worked to get this this live and this class in the classroom event ready, but also to get this product launch ready. There are so many moving parts with all of this, so I'm just so grateful for this team. They are incredible, and a lot of them are here actually off to the side helping today with this live stream as well. So I'm going to talk about everything in terms of mountain time. So adjust to wherever you are, but from 10 a.m. to noon, we will be doing this live kickoff, and Laura and Cathy will be with us in just a moment. And then we will have live viewing parties, watch parties of both of their classes throughout the afternoon. So Big and Bold viewing party will be going on from 12:15 to 1:20 Mountain Time. And the links are available for that. And then Pretty Petals viewing party, which is, so Big and Bold is, oh my gosh, did I guess Laura's class? And then Pretty Petals viewing party will be from 1:30 to 3 p.m. Mountain Time, and that is Cathy's class. So we have the whole kit, but first let's get them actually on camera with us. So Cathy, Laura.
Hey,
good morning.
Hello.
So good to see your faces. I'm sure everybody that's watching from home is excited to see you as well. You guys are both just fantastic people. I am so thrilled that we get to share this experience with you. Oh, and Hank, how are you?
Right on cue. It's like he knew.
He knows. He's recognizing our voices from our walkthrough yesterday, I guess. So how are you both doing?
I'm good. I now there's a pet at my house, but he's asleep downstairs. Apparently, he's too cool to hang out on a live. So we'll see. I mean, he may start scratching at the door, but I am great. Happy to be here. Great to see a lot of familiar names coming through in the chat.
So, yes, it's so good to see all these people that are joining us. So
yeah.
Well, and Cathy and Laura have been a part of these plans for months now as we've been preparing for this live this morning, but then also they've been busy prepping their classes and they've done a phenomenal job. So get excited, everybody. Now we actually have Laura, do you want to introduce this segment?
I think Laura needs to explain what's about to happen.
I just all of a sudden started sweating.
Oh, I know. Same here. You know what, people? Here's the thing. You need a personal fan.
Okay, so I need one of those. One night, not too long ago, I couldn't sleep, and I had this class rolling in my mind, and I don't know if you know this about me, but I have a secret talent of making useless jingles. And so I was getting ready one day and I was thinking about this class, color in the class, color, color, color. And I started singing that Culture Club song and it just came to me. So then I messaged Cathy and Greg and then Cathy came up with a whole verse. And then I'm like, you guys, we got to make a music video. Like, can you bring my vision to life? And we did it. And I think it's the best work I've ever done. And I just might become a producer from here on out. Forget card making. I just want to do card making music videos.
Yeah, Laura's going to announce that she is leaving card making to become a card making video producer today. We're going to miss her a lot, but I think she's making the right call.
Laura, you can't leave card making. This just has to be a supplemental job, like a side gig. It's got to be. We can't miss your amazing cards. But yes, so Laura, she talked us into this. Without further ado, let's go ahead and roll the video.
Color loving in your eyes all the way. Concord's got some bold, fresh new colorways. We're a fan of color combos. We're a fan of brand new inks. We can sell these fresh new palettes. We are Concord and Ninth. Color, 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 color in the classroom with CZ, that's me, and LB, that's me.
Concord and Ninth is making your dreams come true.
With lemongrass and dragon fruit.
So good, you guys. That was. It looks like they're loving it in the comments too.
I have to tell all of you who are watching. So the pitchiness came on the lemongrass line, and I showed it to my husband last night. True story. I wasn't listening to the music, so when I saw the playback, my husband's like, "Oh, that's pretty pitchy, dog." But we left it. We left it.
From American Idol.
Best decision. Best decision. I mean, if you're ever having a bad day, watch this video. It will cheer you up.
Literally, you guys, Laura put this together in she got all the clips yesterday and edited the whole thing, put it all together. I mean,
priorities.
Thank you.
I went off into a side conference room at the office here, and I was really worried that the team was hearing me sing, but nobody heard me. They didn't even know what I was doing. So they're like, "Why is Greg wearing sunglasses inside?" But
Greg,
oh.
I mean, even my daughter Emma was like, "He can sing."
Oh, yeah, my husband too. He's like, "Oh, he's good.
Oh, you guys.
He's the ringer." I'm like, "He's the ringer."
You guys. No, you guys both have incredible voices too. That was so fun. We actually, I've been telling Cathy and Laura that there needs to be some sort of crafting variety show, and these would be really funny to do from time to time. I wasn't sure how it was going to go, and now that I've seen how it went, I'm on board if you guys are. So if you guys at home are interested in watching that again, the full video will be available on the landing page. We'll make sure everybody has access to it because, watching it once is not enough. So
no.
And just so Cathy and Laura, just so you know, I did show my family last night, and my 18-year-old daughter was dying. You know how at 18 sometimes you're too cool for things, but she thought I was pretty cool in that moment. Even I don't know if she was just stroking my ego, but but
great.
Laura, thank you for that super fun idea and for putting that together. So I think that was definitely a vision that you had.
That was a vision. Thank you for bringing it to life, both of you.
I am
Anytime.
honored to have been part of the vision.
So now that we're all crying from laughing, let's jump in and let's get into this. So we're gonna have, for those of you at home, just so you kind of know how we're gonna go for the next little bit here. For the next hour or so, we're gonna call this the color hour, and we're gonna talk about the color story of Concord and Ninth and how we've come to decide on these colors and what our philosophy is, I guess, behind color and things like that. We're going to talk about swatching and color combinations, all that stuff. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to have some giveaways. And then we will play a few kind of color-related games and things like that. And then for those of you, many of you actually participated in the survey at home. We have some poll results, so we're going to throw out a little quiz there and see if we can guess some people's favorite colors, all that kind of stuff. So we're just gonna have fun, and so this is hopefully not only entertaining but also informational as well and educational. And we're gonna also do our best. We have the comments going here, so we're gonna do our best to answer questions and engage with all of you at home as well. So let's first just talk about the kit. If you haven't opened your kit yet, I want everybody to know you did receive an 8-pack of ink cubes with your kit. So nectar, spice cider, sunflower, artichoke, Thai cool, blueberry, lilac, and fig. Those are all new colors, okay? So if they don't sound familiar, that's why. And then everybody should have received their lovely little craft box with their sticker on the outside in the Classroom Color Edition. And if you're opening it just now, if you're one of those people that can wait, I'm not one of those people myself, but I don't typically, the second I get something in the mail, I just open it up and I'm like, what's this all about? So if you've already opened it, I hope you loved what you saw. And when you open it, there's actually this postcard in there. Don't throw this postcard away. First, look at the information on the postcard that you get 10% off all color products when you place an order between April 10th, when it goes live, and the 12th. And then this is also the stamps and dies are included with that release. And we'll be possibly looking at those things a little bit later, so hang tight on that. And you just need to use the code C9 Spectrum at checkout to get that discount. And that's for those of you attending this event with us. And so don't throw the postcard away though, because you have this cute little 5x5 color wheel on the back. And if you look at it, it has all the colors in the new Concord and Ninth color spectrum represented there. And so this is a cute little frameable, or you can just pin it up on your bulletin board. And yeah, Cathy's actually got hers already up on her board. So it's a fun little thing. And it's also just, sometimes it's just inspiring to have color, things that are colorful to look at. So what's that? Oh yeah, Laura, you've got yours. Oh, yeah, look at that. I guess. Well.
Oh, Laura's is like propped up. Mine's like so out of focus, but it's there.
Oh, look, mine's up here too.
Oh, we're so yes.
Okay, so as you break it, we're not going to break into each individual kit because I want that to be part of Cathy and Laura's classes when you have the live watch party this afternoon, or whenever you decide to do these kits. So they will actually talk about what's in those kits in those videos. Like you'll see all the products and things that they'll be using. But just so you know that both of the Big and Bold and Pretty Petals kits are included in that box. And then we will be actually looking at this little kit here, the swatch book kit here in just a moment. And then the rest of the things in the box, you have a cute little I Love Color pin. So you can wear that with pride today as we go through our color release. Cathy's got hers on. Laura's. It's okay, Laura. This is just impromptu. I wasn't even planning on putting mine on, but now it is. So, and then there is this funny little plastic container in here, and you're probably wondering what that's all about. That will be as part of Laura's class, But it also, I should mention that this little container is actually going to be on sale at Concord at night. And it's just a nice little, we actually we sell sequins and other little embellishments that go in this. It's a nice shallow tray so that when because sometimes it's hard to find just the right sequin or whatever. And so it's nice to have something that's shallow so you can find all the little embellishments that you want. So this is something we will sell empty ones of these, but we will sell our embellishments at Concord 9th in these as well. So you can retrofit sequins and things that you have at home and put them in some of these empty containers. And they're just a great little storage option for you. But this will also be used as a little tool, a little template in Laura's class. So you'll hear more about that later. So let's talk now. Let's hang tight on this. We'll be here in just a minute with the swatch book kit. But I'm going to set that off to the side for a moment because I want to talk. I feel like it's time to talk about color for a minute and Concord and 9th's colors. Cathy and Laura, what have you guys thought as you've cracked open as you've played around with the new Concord 9th colors? How have you guys been feeling?
Speak, Laura, speak. Oh, God.
I don't know what, Greg. I think he thinks you're talking to him every time. Maybe.
Hi, Hank.
Anyway, the colors. Okay, I have this thing in the swatch. This has become my new best friend. You don't even want to know how I look at this so many times a day. I think I'm going to laminate it and just tie it around my neck.
This is a great little resource as well. Yeah, the color wheel's cute and things, but this just the names of the new colors are printed boldly on there and things. So this is a great reference to have. And for those who don't know, we have 25 new colors. Before we had 24, including black and white. And I know that there has been, I'm going to address marmalade very, very briefly. I know that that was something that was a little hard for some people to take. We have not left you without orange. There are a lot of factors that go into developing these new colors. And first of all, I mean, popularity is one thing, like how well has a color been received? But then also, there are so many things, like when you're working with mills and paper mills and things, you have to take into account a lot of factors as far as like what colors we're going to develop and things like that. And so hopefully as we talk about our philosophy behind how we developed these colors, it'll make more sense as to where we landed with all of these colors. And we're pretty thrilled with all of them. So you have in your swatch book kit, you have all of the colors represented here, except for white cardstock. But I'm going to kind of go through really quick and just talk to those of you at home. But then Cathy and Laura, feel free as I'm introducing these colors. This is the official introduction, and this is the first time at Concord and 9th we're talking about any of this. So this is a big moment for us. This is kind of the culmination of all this development. But it's also exciting because it's the first time we're talking about it. And those of you at home, this is the first time you're going to be seeing these and hearing from Concord 9th about this.
I will say this, when this came and when, the fact that you included the samples of everything, the thing that struck me was how complete this collection feels now. And that's what's so exciting is that every color you need is literally in this collection, whether it's going with something lighter and darker on the other side. That's what's exciting, to have this completion. Not that, Greg, I'm not saying you're not going to make more colors, but there's just so much now. So it's like this circle of perfect color. You know what I mean? It's just, it feels complete.
And that's what we wanted. We wanted to kind of, our original 24 colors, it was kind of that like, okay, these are the basics, right? These are, we've represented the colors across the spectrum, and then in there we've thrown in some like sea glass, for instance, like with our original 24. It's like, okay, here's a nice like minty blue green or whatever, but like in addition to kind of those primary colors and those standard colors. And so this has been our opportunity now, introducing basically double the colors to really fill in those gaps. And so it's good to hear you feel that way, Cathy, is like that we've kind of completed like and filled in all of those spaces in between. And I'm going to just start at the beginning, and it's kind of what we're going to follow this sheet here. And those of you at home following along, dragon fruit. This one is such a fun punch as like to kick off the start of our spectrum. It just has all of that vibrant and just really, it's like, I don't know, it's like a tropical flower or something. It's just so pretty and so vibrant. And what we tried to do is the colors, this kind of introduced a whole new pink collection for us by having sweet pea, this mid-tone pink right here, and this light pink. These are kind of just that really strong pink that we didn't really have before. Right. And so that's a really fun little gradation there. And you'll notice as we go through this that we kind of have, we've been calling it internally here at Concord and I, the buddy system, where it's like colors have a buddy that's kind of next to them, and then it kind of then flows throughout this. And we wanted to make sure too that we didn't over-represent one color in particular. Like, I mean, it's like you don't need a million like blue greens or whatever. Hey, I love it, Cathy. But yeah, so like we wanted to make sure that we represented each part of the rainbow and the color spectrum and gave each part of that spectrum the attention that it needed. And so so there we are, kicking it off with these three new colors. And then we bring in this briar rose, which starts to transition into our more bluey pink kind of colors. So briar rose, this is such a pretty color. It goes really well against a lot of other colors, and you'll see that as we start to swatch things today. And then that actually goes really well with a former favorite, ballet slipper. A lot of people have really loved ballet slipper. They both have that nice dusty undertone, but then we start to punch it up again here with pink lemonade and an old favorite, honeysuckle. Honeysuckle has been a huge favorite of our customers over the last few years. And so obviously, look how beautifully it plays here. So these ones go from like those really bubblegum pinks over here into like, you know, it just moves into like just a different interpretation of pink. So that really kind of sums up now the Concord and Ninth pinks. Whereas before it was honeysuckle and ballet slipper. You have all these really cool options. And so I'm going to put those now off to the side. If you're at home and you want to, you can kind of lay these out as well with the stack of papers that you got in your swatch book kit. But I'm going to set these now off to the side because now we're going to go back into some, we're going to go into the reds and corals. And those are already some classics that we've had here now for the last few years with cranberry, poppy. And I'm going to kind of go through these ones quick because these are old favorites. But sorbet, grapefruit.
Greg, I see a question from Megan, and yeah, they came in the pack stacked in order. That was right.
Yes, it is packed and collated in order of what we're going through on here. We did that intentionally so that it was easy for you all to.
So it matches your sheet.
So that you can follow along. So that's a great question. So yeah, we have our reds into our corals, but then we have the new introduction of this really nice color called nectar, and it just kind of goes. It just really brightens up the reds and corals, but it also acts as a wonderful transition into our new orange colors. So I'm going to set down the reds and corals and keep nectar up because I want you to see now the transition going into clementine. So look how beautiful those are together. And it's just, this nectar is that beautiful bridge right there between those. But then from clementine, and so this, compared to marmalade, we've softened this up. It works really well now, not only for like orange like fruit, but also like this is a beautiful floral as well because it's got a little bit, it's subdued and it's a little calmed down from where we were with marmalade. But then look how beautiful this keeps going with that whole buddy system idea of having the cardstock next to it. Work really well. So we go from clementine into spice cider and then into cayenne, which is, I mean, I'm going to hold this up next to, because this kind of goes reddish, but it still very much is like that orange rusty color. And look at that, like next to cranberry, just so you can see the difference, right? So cranberry is a deep, like as far as depth of color, similar depth of color, but it's a totally different reddish orange rust kind of color. And this is kind of a cool, if you're looking for a cool retro, like throwback, like spectrum there, that's kind of a fun play there. So.
And Greg, if someone is missing their sheet, because I see that Carol St. Andrew does not have it in the box, what should folks do if anything is missing?
Anything is missing, email us in at events@concordand9th.com, and we'll make sure that you're taken care of. I mean, everything was hand collated. Our team here, we made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of kits, and so if anything is missing, and let's see, I'm just getting an answer real quick. If they need this, right?
Yeah. Just in case. I just saw a question pop up, and I will feed you questions as I see them.
No, that's good. And I'm just getting answers here.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, this is also going to be downloadable as a PDF. So this paper,
There we go.
if they're missing this, it's on the back side of the swatch book kit. But then if they're missing any cardstocks or anything too in their stack or anything like that, if anything is incomplete in your kit, just email us at events@concordand9th.com. We'll get you all taken care of. And we are pretty quick to respond. So we'll make sure you're taken care of. So, okay, and then we're going to move now from those new orange colors into this is another area where we've kind of shaken things up a little bit. We've got an old classic, Stardust. This is a beautiful dusty yellow. I think, Laura, I remember when we were introducing this back in
Creativation.
At Creativation. This was Laura said this was her favorite color.
No one has that color, Greg.
It's a beautiful, beautiful color. And sometimes people will look at it on its own and it's kind of like, well, what do I do with that mustardy yellow color? And you'd be surprised at how beautifully this pairs with so many colors. So we've kept the Stardust around, but we've also introduced Honeycomb to go with it. So Honeycomb is another, it's got a dustiness to it as well. I'm gonna use the word dusty a lot because when sometimes colors, there's like vibrant and then there's like dusty. And I don't know, like it's not dusty bad, okay? It's dusty good. Dusty good, that sounds like my...
Dusty, but I mean it in a good way.
I think my kids say dusty when they're making fun of people. They're like, that's dusty.
That's dusty. Is there a better word I should be using? I don't know.
No, it's good. I like it.
It's a good thing, you guys. Because it's when you want something that's a little more, it's just a little pulled back, right? Like,
yeah.
So these are kind of our softer yellows, and they go really well together. So Honeycomb is new. Stardust is returning, like as a fan favorite. So this is a nice pairing of yellows. And so I'm going to then hold up Buttercup, which we've had, and it's a beautiful buttery yellow. And then Sunflower it's kind of buddy now. So I'm going to hold these now up together, and you can see the difference there when I talk about like vibrant and dusty there. Like these ones are just that really fun, like summery yellow, and then these are just that softer quality. And they're just a beautiful collection of yellows. So yellow is such a great accent color against so many other things. So that is yellow. I'm going to keep moving through because I don't want to bore you guys, but lemongrass. This is probably...
Shut it down with that color. You shut it down.
Shut it down.
I love lemongrass. Yellow. This is that like yellowy, like chartreuse, that green. It's just so pretty, and it has it looks so beautiful. We're going to be coming up. One of my favorite pairings of colors is this lemongrass next to juniper that will be coming up when we're in our blue greens. But it just looks so pretty. So I'll make sure to pull this back out when we get to juniper. I love the way those two colors look together, and it's something that like I didn't necessarily consider when we were just putting all these colors together, but now as I've seen them together, I'm like, ooh, that's a really nice
I can't wait to get that ink. I cannot wait to take my blending brush, put it in the ink, and put it on the paper.
I can't wait to see you do it. Thanks, Cathy at home, Cathy Y. She said, could not get bored, Greg. I appreciate that. So yeah, we're going to just keep going with this then. If you guys are having fun, I'm having a good time too with it. So it's just one of those things I'm like, and here's another color. But
And here's
it is the first time we're showing them, so it's exciting. So lemongrass, it kind of introduces this new grouping of greens that we didn't have previously, which is kind of those olivey colors. So we then go into avocado and artichoke. Check that out, you guys. That is a really solid pairing of olive greens. Beautiful as foliage. These would actually be super pretty during the holidays too. Sometimes it's like, you know, that very traditional like evergreen. We have evergreen and like cranberry as like a very traditional Christmas like green and red. But can you imagine these with like corals and poppy and cranberry in there for the holidays? But then also beautiful in the spring as just beautiful foliage on things. So this is a beautiful green pairing of colors. Then we have our sprout. Let it
all out.
Cathy, for those
This is the color I can't do without. Come on.
Yes.
I'm
Talking.
cutting paper for you. Come on.
Those who attended summer camp last year, Cathy was our fearless leader of the Sprout Cabin, and that was such a beautiful cabin song that
It was
Cathy-
written by one of our students. One of our students sent the song, and all I had to do was show up. I was just the talent.
That's awesome. Well, and you blew it away. So Sprout is a great, like it's a very, I think it's very aptly named. It's a very appropriate name for this color because it's just that like little tiny sprout coming out of the ground and just so green and fresh and new. And then parsley and evergreen, these are all returning colors. I'm going to show you though real quick how they look next to each other. They're a totally different answer to green, right? I mean, this one is, there's a place for this and there's a place for this. And it's up to you all at home to decide what your favorite. I love this. We have some people in here. I was a Sprout. Go Team Sprout. I love it. Even your little, their little icons are like Sprout colored. They're little.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I see
Sprout
Laura and Amy. Yes, Sprout ladies.
So here we have, though, two very different groupings, but also just great greens. So we still have some other greens, though, that are returning. With clover and sea glass, these are starting to transition us into the blues, right? Like there's a blue undertone to both of these colors. Gorgeous greens. But then here it is. These colors, this juniper, it's become one of my new favorite backdrops for almost any of these colors. It's a beautiful color, but it can act as like almost as a neutral because it goes with so many things. So challenge all of you at home to play around with juniper as just like a really cool backdrop to things. It's got a nice depth to it. There it is. Hold that up, Cathy. So juniper and lemongrass, it just looks so pretty. And then you can introduce all sorts of other colors. Like you can then bring in some pinks or orange or whatever. But juniper and lemongrass, that pairing right there, I don't know, something about it.
I feel like juniper, is that like the color of your logo?
It is very, very similar. Yeah. In fact, yeah, in here, that is actually juniper up there in the corner. So yeah, we did that. It's just, and it's similar. I mean, I'll hold it up next to Oceanside. Those who are very familiar with our old palette, you can see that it's just way deeper and stuff. Because at first you might be like, sometimes in my head, I'm like, well, are those colors similar? And then you hold them up next to each other, you're like, not at all.
No.
And they're both beautiful colors, but they have a place and even juniper. I'm gonna just sneak ahead to peacock again, like different colors and different uses, but peacock and juniper I think have a similar place in the palette where they act as a nice backdrop and they pair really nice with a lot of colors. So have fun playing around with juniper. And then moving down the line, this new color Tide Pool is another just really smooth color, and it's a little bit deeper. You can see here that I'm going to pull up Aqua Sky. So you can see this grouping of colors here is just so nice, and Tide Pool just fits perfectly in the middle of those colors. Trisha, I totally agree with you. I love juniper too. It is that neutral that can just pair with so many things. Erica, she said, my husband said, sounds like you need some funds added to the craft budget.
Oh,
LOL.
always. Give that man a high five.
You have a very smart husband. No, and what's fun too is like as we get into this, it might be overwhelming to like you're like, whoa, they have twice as many colors now. You'll see as we start to pair products together. For those of you who feel overwhelmed by too many colors, we're going to show you some great product pairings here in a little bit that if you want to just start with a few, start there and then build your collection. But so there you go, this juniper and Tide Pool that now goes nicely with Aqua Sky. I'm going to set that off to the side. We've got our classic Oceanside and Peacock. Great blues, but they have that yellow, that pop underneath them, that kind of that teal look. And then we have Midnight returning. And then Midnight now has some friends in Blueberry. So you can see that's kind of navy and then more of a true blue. But there is a softness to Blueberry that I love. It's not too in your face because sometimes a royal blue or something, it can be a little electric, right? And this still is soft. And I just love the name Blueberry. I think it's just a cute color. It looks really great with Midnight as a two-tone. And then we also have Harbor and Powder. And these, if you're looking for a true sky blue, these are great colors. This, the Harbor and Powder will work really well for those of you looking for that sky blue color. So these go more into like those true blues, whereas before we had those teals and things like that. So we wanted to make sure that true blue, hey, we could do a Madonna song.
I was just thinking that. I was like, why didn't we do well, we're going to have to reconvene next week.
We can just do a whole 80s album of like 80s covers and spoofs on 80s songs to do with color. So
totally down for that.
The blues. Okay, and then before, if you knew before our color palette, we just had Eggplant before as purple. And it's a good purple.
It's a great purple.
It's a great purple, but we wanted to be able to have more purple. We know that there are a lot of crafters out there who love their purples. And so we wanted to make sure that we had options. And so Brienne, it looks like we got a purple over there with Brienne Loveland. Thank you. I'm going to just hold all of these up together and then I'll talk about them individually. But here is the new lineup of purples at Concord and Night. So we have Lilac. This is a beautiful Lilac and Fig. They have that really, really warm purple quality. And Fig is not like a berry color necessarily, but it's like approaching that kind of like berryish purple color. And these two look beautiful together as a pairing. And then we have Grape Soda right here that looks really nice with that blue undertone that Eggplant also has. And so two nice pairings, but then you put Eggplant next to Lilac and you've got those extremes of like the light and dark, but the tone in both of these looks really nice together. So they're not like, they can be used and mixed and matched together, but just I'm really excited about our purple lineup. That was one of the things when we've asked customers about feedback. They're like, more purple, new purples. And Shannon, yes, purple. We've got another song that we could, yeah.
I never meant to design you so many colors. I never meant to cause you any pain.
Keep
Only
going.
wanted one time to see you not scrapping, card making. Only wanted to see you make cards with the purple colors.
Oh, Cathy, this is so good.
Hey, it's all from, let's see, who gave us all those good, yeah, I saw Purple Rain show up. Shannon, thank you.
Mindy has a let's hear it for the purples. Yes, love it. So these are really exciting, you guys. This is definitely just
Great. Someone said, I don't want to cause your wallet any pain. Now that's thinking. That is a good one.
You guys, Debbie, how do you come up with this on the fly? I don't know how Cathy does it. She just does it. Laura, you too. You both have on lives. I'm like, how? Yeah.
We don't get. I mean, for myself, I don't get out much, so I save it all for this.
We were laughing. Everybody at home, we were laughing. Cathy, Laura, and I were laughing yesterday because, truthfully, like, obviously, we're all fun and entertaining and whatnot, but we were talking about how we're all kind of introverts too. I mean, I'm not this animated. Oh, I take it back. I can be really, really introverted though at times, and just I'm totally fine being by myself for a while and stuff. But then yeah, in these moments, it's fun to show up together. So
yeah, totally.
Oh, you guys are the best. So purple, get excited, everybody at home. They're really, really, really good colors of purple. Mushroom and dove, these are returning. These are really solid gray colors, right? They're kind of a scale down from black, like directly a scale down from black. So this is like a percentage of black, and so is this. They're truly, truly just gray. And if you need a really good solid gray, there it is. But we have introduced now this grayish kind of taupey, putty colors, and I'm going to hold them up next to each other. You can see how these are truly gray, but these are a nice alternative to gray, where they have that warm yellowy undertones. They're not brown. They're not totally gray. They're really in between. They're just that putty, beige, grayish color. That's really trendy actually in home decor and things right now, but it's also a wonderful, wonderful neutral paper crafting. These are great as card bases, whatever it may be. So again, I'm gonna just hold those up next to each other so everybody can see kind of that difference. Our background to our live stream is kind of that warm gray color. So those are those colors, and then wheat will be returning, which is a true craft cardstock. But we also are introducing a very, very nice warm brown shade in nutmeg. And with this color, this is a very, very nice brown. It's one color that we have been missing, and so these are our tans and browns, and just a great, great color. You would think brown is just a brown, like when it comes to paper, there's browns that have like red undertones where they almost start to look a little purplish or whatever. And then there's some browns that they go maybe like more espresso, which is beautiful too, and things like that. But we wanted something that was just this nice true brown. And this is a great answer, we feel, to that. And so we're really excited about nutmeg and how it looks with that craft color in wheat. So great little pairing there. And then black and white. There it is. So that is 48 colors. And those of you who haven't tried our white cardstock before, just so you're aware, we have had a lot of great feedback about how well it is used for ink blending and stenciling. We've also had great feedback for people who are really into foiling. For whatever reason, they love our white cardstock for foiling as well. So if you haven't tried it, here's your invitation to try it, see what you think. I know there's a lot of different white cardstocks out there in the industry. So have some for this use, have some for that use, whatever makes the most sense for you and what your personal tastes are. So 48 colors, you guys. We did it.
I mean, And I have a little swatching, Greg, just from my own edification, right? That I made from the old colors. And because I, like Laura, can relate to this. When you work with so many companies and cardstocks and things, you want to know what's this, how much do I have, etc. So when I added all of the new colors to my Concord, because that's my specialized Concord, whatever, it's just so pretty. And I love now that, when I'm going to a project, I just flip open this, I figure out what's going to work. And I love having just everything that I can look at. So
that's awesome. I love
Greg, when you were talking about the whole buddy system, I think I've been doing that for a long time, but I didn't really know how to vocalize it. People always ask me, tell us how to do color. And I just do it intuitively. I don't really know how to explain what I'm doing, but I've been doing that for years, but I would have to pull from multiple companies because no one filled in the gaps.
Right.
And then when I see you talking about, that's what I've been doing. I've been filling in gaps with multiple companies for years now, trying to find the buddy system because I intuitively love that.
Here and that's one thing. And there's so many beautiful colors that exist out there in the industry, and everyone, you should use those. Absolutely use those. But I love though that you're seeing that vision there for us, Laura. Like that is what we wanted to do at Concord and Ninth. We're not the first people to come out with a color line. What are we doing though that makes the most sense for us as a company? And that's how we like to think as well, Laura. Like, we're a tiny creative team here. But there's several of us on this team. And as we started just talking about what's our answer to color and color theory and all of those things, that was the thing that was kind of top of mind for all of us, was like, we just want colors that work really well together. And so for those of you who are kind of just starting out or kind of stuck in color, like what do I do? Start with just a few of these colors and just be like, just pick up some of these pairings that you want to try and see how they work. And we're going to actually talk a little bit right now about color swatching and things like that and color combinations. And as we talk about it, Cathy, do you have your color wheel that you just purchased? I didn't have a chance to grab one, but these are available like everywhere. Arts and crafts stores, Amazon.
This is literally from an Amazon purchase, and it has two sides. One is more of a is it shade based, and one of them is more brighter. But yeah, they're everywhere, and a lot of them today come with little overlays. Like this little friend has these overlays, and so it gives you, like, if you follow the triangle, you'll get your complementary color palette. If you follow some of the other triangles, they'll give you what's called a triadic color scheme. If you follow another triangle on here, it'll give you what's called a split complementary. And as Greg was showing you juniper and lemongrass, it kind of dawned on me, like, I don't always refer to the color wheel, but if you look at juniper on a wheel and then you look where lemongrass is, they're colors that are close, but they're not next door neighbors. And that's another thing you can do on a wheel like this, right? If you just go from lemongrass, jump over one and go to the next friend, those work together too. And they're technically called analogous colors, but you can always skip one over to build out a palette. You don't have to have it just be like a perfect blue into a perfect purple. And, you can jump the color. But anyway, these can be helpful even if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah. And we'll link to one on like Amazon or something that if people at home want to pick one up, or if you're headed to like a local craft store, oftentimes they'll sell them there as well. But it's a great little tool to just play around with, like, and then you can see like what colors you have in your cardstock collections and ink collections, like that would work with like what Cathy was just showing you. Yeah. It looks like Jennifer McGuire, you've entered the chat. Hey, Jennifer, she said hi to 3 of my favorite people.
Hey.
Question. Hey, Jennifer. I did see a question. Somebody asked if our color pairings and things are going to be, like, our color combinations are going to be posted somewhere. We will, specific to this event, we will be having a few color combinations and things like that posted in relationship to this event. But stay tuned as well, because our color release on April 10th, we will also be having a ton of inspiration posted regarding color combinations and things like that. So stay tuned on that. I did see another question about like how are things going to be offered in bundles. We are still ironing out some of those details, but we will make sure that everything is purchasable in various ways that will accommodate the most customers, so that like if you already have our existing colors and want to add on, we'll have options that way. We'll have options to buy everything all at once, or just buy things in like cardstock and ink bundles, things like that. So stay tuned on that as well. The next few weeks are going to be crazy here as we're prepping for that, but stay tuned. We will show you how everything's going to be offered. So and now let's get into the swatchbook kit. So I'm going to actually open this up, and we're going to be talking color combinations here in a minute. So your kit has this, first of all, but then you have a stamp set in there, and the stamp set has all of the new and old. It's got the upcoming Concord and Ninth color names. We've got this nice stamp that says color combo swatch book, so you can stamp that on the outside. Yes, on the outside of a swatch book. And then this block, if you're wondering what that is at home, that is obviously for if you're swatching in ink colors. This block is just really nice to be able to stamp right onto these die cuts and create your swatch book that way. And then there's just some other fun little things like an eye and a heart and color, and my favorite color is, or rainbow hello. There's just some little extra fun things that we filled in those gaps with there on that stamp set. And then there is a die set as well, and this comes with the big swatch piece that you would cut out of white cardstock, but then this rectangular piece that cuts out 6 pieces of cardstock at once. And that's what you can use to cut out these little quarter sheets. You have quarter sheets of every color that we've talked about so far, but you can cut out 6 pieces of cardstock at a time, and then you can keep those. And yeah, Cathy, if you could show us that.
Isn't
She has
that
these little bead containers that she's used.
I just used some bead containers, but and I saw a great question actually from Diane about how to use this set efficiently. And one of the things that you can do anytime you get a piece of cardstock, right? Let's say you get your dragon fruit, cut it in half and cut it in half again, or just cut it in half once, right? Set one aside for a card panel, then cut that remaining sheet in half, and you can, because that's kind of what I did. Then you can cut like 6 at a time out of dragon fruit, right? And so you set those aside. You can take another tag, which is what I did with the remaining, and use any little tag to make a swatch ring just of cardstock. So you can take a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 panel and get a bunch of little friends here, so that you have these ready to play to make the swatches. It took a few days. No, it took a while to get the swatches, but now I have these little friends and I can build any palettes.
And you're going to want to have multiples. And this is obviously, we're obviously talking about Concord and Ninth colors today, but this little set that you have for the die, you can use this at home with any of the cardstocks y'all have. And then, this obviously has the stamp set with our color names, but you can write in color names as well if you want to mix and match, like Laura's done for years with hers, like she's mixed and matched colors from different companies. You can write that in, but if you're just doing them with the Concord Ninth ones, that's what this is for. So, so there were a few other little pieces here in the die set I just want to point out. Oops, I'm backwards. There we go. These reinforcements that can go on the front and back side. And then this one is a little scored piece that actually creates like, let's see there. Like it just folds over the top there, because then you're going to be flipping through these swatch books. So we wanted to just have those reinforcements there. And then these 2 pieces, these rectangles, you might be wondering what those are for. And on the back here, you can see those are actually spacer 1 and spacer 2. Use spacer number 1 to evenly place 5 swatches like this on the cards, or use spacer number 2 to evenly space 6 swatches. And if you're doing 6 up on there, you'll just want to stamp directly on that color. But if you're doing 5 on that swatch book, you can stamp in the white space in between there. So, but yes, so that's kind of just a nice way. I'm the kind of person, I like things to be precise and stuff. And so to eyeball exactly where I need to put things. So if you just cut out like a little piece of paper and then you just use that to quickly align those, it's super.
I loved it, Greg. I thought, because I love it to be so linear. And yeah, I just cut some in gray scrap cardstock that I had, and it just made placing them down. Because see, we didn't have all of the inks here, but we had the cardstock. So it was just so nice to quickly line those all up. I love the spacers. So cool.
There was a question. Somebody said, what was the thought behind the 6? Well, just kind of what Cathy was talking about. Like, you're going to, like when you're swatching, you're not really cutting out what, like, you want to have multiples that you can play around with. And what I like to do, and what I like to just have them out, and I like to build little groupings before I put them on a swatch book, play around with a bunch of little pieces, and then mount them on there. And then you have this beautiful reference to go to whenever it's kind of a nice thing. Like, oh man, when I'm stuck, what do I do? And this can be a great starting point to just go to your swatch books and just play around. So, and then there is also, just really quick, this binder clip ring.
Lots of room on there. Lots of room.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, so let's talk about some combos here for a minute. If you guys want to pull out a few of your combos, and then we're in a minute here. We're going to share probably our favorite combos, and then we're going to do our first giveaway in a minute here. But here's one that I love. This is Ballet Slipper, Briar Rose, Honeycomb, Sea Glass, Juniper, and Evergreen. And it's just kind of a cool, there is a spectrum represented there, right? Like you kind of go with like your pinks, which are like your reddy pink colors, into your yellow with lemongrass there, but then into your blues. And then it just, I don't know, it's kind of a fun spring combo. I don't know if you guys want to pop a few of yours up there, but
well, I'm gonna point out too, a lot of the palettes that I put together, I limit color quite often. Like I think I only have 1 6-color palette in the whole thing, but that's because I've always taken a very simple approach to color. So if you feel overwhelmed when you're playing with swatches, you don't have to do 6, you don't have to do 5. You could pick 3 that you think look really good together, and that is great to make a reference swatch, right? So don't think you have to fill it all out. I have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here that I thought was kind of pretty. And it's got, let's see, fig, parsley, buttercup, and pebble. And it's a little washed out right there. But for me, the fig and parsley and buttercup almost are like a Halloween minus, you know what I mean? The yellow is kind of standing in for the orange, but not really. And I thought throwing in pebble, this is a palette I have never tried. And I think that's what's cool about this is you can play with something like you're not wasting anything. You're making a tag with some colors that may or may not work, but I've never done this palette. Now I'm going to do this palette. Like I'm thinking, ooh, that would be nice on a turnabout, so.
Totally. And that is actually like coming up with a bunch of 4-color combos, because turnabouts, you want to find 4-color pairings. So you could come up with make a little swatch book of like turnabout color combos alone, right?
That's what I was thinking a lot, Greg.
Grab your 4-color swatch book, and like here's a 4-color combo we have. Ooh, that's another fun one for like, this could be a beautiful turnabout for like birthday or whatever. We've got sweet pea, buttercup, avocado, and peacock. So Laura, how about you? What's something you've got in your swatch book?
Okay, well, I feel like I'm different. Like whenever you guys talk about your simple approach, and I am a simple gal, but I was like struggling to narrow it down to fit enough colors on the card. I'm like, oh, because with every color I want the buddy.
Yeah.
I feel like.
And real quick, Laura, Cathy, can we agree that Laura is the color queen?
Like, oh my!
We're the president of royalty right now.
Yes,
Like,
we
that was-
can agree.
No, but like I feel like if you go lighter or darker, put it next to it, it makes it better. So like sweet pea is better with dragon fruit next to it. It just, they're good together. And when I see someone do sweet pea, I'm like, it'd be so much better if you had dragon fruit next to it. I'm just saying. And then sorbet and grapefruit. Like if they're not together, I'm not happy. I have to have them together. And then this whole warm, I feel like every one of my swatches gives me like this is just warm fuzzies. I have like, this is like by the pond with a sunny day.
Oh, I love it.
Like this is like Arizona. It's like Arizona.
Oh, yeah, that cool desert and sky. Like you've got that like the red sand and rock of the desert with the sky there.
This is like nautical. This is
Nautical, I was gonna say-
nautical.
I have a cool nautical in here that I love that I could see totally going nautical right here too. This color palette here
Oh.
is like another like, and if you're looking for I know people sometimes are like, I don't know, like if I'm making a card for a masculine guy or whatever, and sometimes like those nautical color combos are beautiful for that.
I feel like Greg, you tend to go a little more dusty.
I do. I
Dusty.
like the dusty.
Okay,
I do.
can I just say for a moment that Concord Ninth has the best red poppy? Listen,
It's a good.
it's not my first rodeo. Poppy is the best red around. It's like a happy red. It's just like every time I need a red and I start comparing reds, I'm like, this is the best red.
It's just like a really
It's
nice.
intense.
Yeah.
So another Forber.
Mm.
Forber. You know, because here's the thing. It's like the color freaks me out if I have too many. So I love this dragon fruit, sweet pea, and pink lemonade for that monochromatic.
Yes.
But then you throw nutmeg in, and what the heck? You could throw in wheat, and then you could have white. But like, I'm stuck on the 4.
You're good at that. You've got the thing where you've got the colors, and then you have like that like pop of like or not the pop, like you have that nice neutral too in there. So
I'm trying to just get a little closer with my face. But even this is 4. These would be turnabout heaven. Like this would look so good on a turnabout. You know, I guess if I broke it down on a color wheel, I could. But sometimes too, I think play. Don't be afraid to just play a little. And yeah, sometimes a color will be off. And then all of a sudden you're like, okay, the design's really good, but this is horrible. Well, it's just paper, you know? So I think, yeah, I don't know.
I wanted to show you these two because they're very similar, yet they're different.
Totally.
Like, these are
Dusty
the
and vibrant.
what are you saying?
Dusty and vibrant.
Yeah.
Oh, but yes, they are similar, but a totally different place for both of those, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a lot of goodness going on. I see a lot of stuff I love right there.
I mean, and again, this is a Forber.
So, yes. No,
You
and
know,
they're
Those
And
are
then-
great masculine. Those are great. Like I love those masculine vibes.
yes, I love those. I love those. And Laura, I liked that first one you held up was like just a little cross section of a color spectrum, right? Like you just went from pinks into yellows and like you stopped there. So we gotta keep moving along here, but I want you guys, we've asked Laura and Cathy, and I've also done this as well, to come up with their favorite 5-color combo. And we're actually going to do a giveaway of each of our combos. And I want to show you, you're going to get in each of the 5 colors that we have picked, you're going to get the cardstock, ink pad, and enamel dots that are adhesive backed in those 5 colors. So this is kind of a fun giveaway.
Pretty good giveaway.
It's a pretty good giveaway.
Pretty
So
good giveaway.
I'm going to talk about my color combination first, and I'm going to hold it up. Do you guys have your swatches made as well for those? Okay, so I'm going to start with mine. So this will be the giveaway for mine. Again, it kind of has like a little bit of a spectrum represented there with, and it's got, these will have some of the old colors and new colors mixed in, but sorbet, clementine, honeycomb, juniper, and tide pool. I just think this is a very usable, there's so many usable colors in here, and you can, like, if you're just looking for 3 of those colors, you know, you could go sorbet, honeycomb, and juniper, and you've kind of got a primary, like a cool mod primary color represented there. And then there is some tonal things that are happening there where, you know, sorbet and clementine, they're not neighbors, but they're just kind of pretty like sorbet color. Like, I mean, what's actually called sorbet, but I mean like actual sorbet or like gelato or whatever. Like,
kind of jumps though, Greg. Like sorbet and clementine are like separated by maybe a color in between. So
those are like those analogous colors, right? That you mentioned.
Analogous with a jump. You know, it's like it works.
So that's my color combo. Cathy, do you want to show your color combo real quick, and then we'll pick names, and then Laura?
I do, and this should surprise no one who has seen me make a card in my lifetime. But I went with, let's see, I got here the dragon fruit, I got the carnation, and I have the clementine. And I love that. I love pink or this kind of pinky into orange for anything. It's always going to work. It is analogous on a color wheel, which just means one goes into the next one to some extent. I guess what I like to do is think of red, right? And as you're going into the next color, it's pinky and then into the oranges. So, and then I added pebble and cobblestone because I love taking a bright and then grounding everything down a little bit or bringing it down. I guess it depends with a neutral. So these are just so warm, and this is warm, and everything on this feels very warm to me. That's my palette, and I love it. And I cannot wait to get all these inks and stamp with, you know, I can't. That's a hint, Greg. Can't wait.
All right. I'll see what I can do, Cathy. I
hope you win this, people of the world, because this is a good one.
Yeah, I love it. All right, Laura, what's your color combination?
Well, I didn't make a swatch thing because it's like I've been editing it every hour. So okay. Like I say, passion fruit and sweet pea.
Dragon fruit and sweet pea.
They have to go together always. Yeah. And then lemongrass. Like when you first asked us about this class and you sent us the new colors, I asked Cathy, I'm like, do you have a favorite color? And she goes, it's between dragon fruit and lemongrass. I'm like, same. These 2 colors. If you don't get anything else, you get dragon fruit and lemongrass and you'll be okay. You'll be headed in the right direction. Okay, pebble. Pebble is like a classic pair of jeans that you have to have. You have to have pebble. And then this blueberry, it just balances it out.
Love it. I love it. These are 3 very different, and they're all beautiful, beautiful palettes, and all very different from each other. And you guys, this is so exciting. So we're going to now give away those because we need to move on. We're going to move on to another fun segment of this live. The first giveaway for this color combination, and I've got a bucket of everybody's names in here. So good luck to everybody. I wish we could just give every single person everything, but I can't. So here we go. So the first one is for Greg's color bundle of sorbet, clementine, honeycomb, tide pool, and juniper. Is going to Laura Sanchez. Laura Sanchez, congratulations.
Hey, Laura.
Winning my combination of colors. I'm going to make sure that is in good hands here. The next giveaway is dragon fruit, carnation, clementine, pebble, and cobblestone, which is Cathy's. I am picking, I'm digging deep, and we have got 2 names. All right, Karen Kinsey.
Hey.
Congratulations. We have your giveaway in good hands there. And the last one is Laura's combo, dragon fruit, sweet pea, lemongrass, pebble, and blueberry. And the winner is Tammy Rossbach. Congratulations to Tammy, our winner of Laura's favorite color bundle. And then I want to make a mention of more opportunities for people to win. Congrats to the winners on these combinations. We have a game called Who's the Combo on the website. There is a PDF there, and it's Friends of C9 who gave us their favorite color combinations, and that best describes their style. And the PDF looks like this. So we've got our friends of Concord and Ninth up here, their pictures, and then we've got color combos down here. And what you want to do is match the best you can. And it's actually just giving your best guesses, and we're going to pick 5 people who played to win $25 gift cards. So it's just a fun way to play. You don't have to get them right because that would be near impossible. It's just kind of fun to see what some of the friends of Concord and Ninth have picked. And so we've got like Callie Person on there. We've got Mindy, who's here in the chat. We've got Dee in there. We've got Jennifer McGuire, Sika, Carissa Wiley. We've got just a fun group of people. And so if you want to go there to the website, the PDF is there. And the only thing you need to do is play to have a chance to win $25. You do not have to get it right. So, so please go and do that. And then we will be having tons of different ways to swatch and like see color combos as we go through the next few weeks. Please play along and have some fun with that. So that kind of wraps up the color hour, and we went a little over on that because it was too much fun.
It's fun. It's too fun.
Everything I always think with lives, I'm like, is there going to be enough to talk about? And then there's never enough time. Cathy's cooling off now. So, all right. So the next thing that we are going to do for the next 30 minutes or so is have a few games. One is called Make It Work. And for this, what we're going to do here, and this is a little bit putting Cathy and Laura and I on the spot. Are you guys ready for this? We're gonna.
I'm born ready.
You guys were.
If I have to be Greg, I'm ready.
I don't know if I was born ready, but we're gonna have some fun here. What we want to have those of you in the chat do is throw out some really unconventional color pairings. A pairing is 2 colors, okay? So just throw out 2 colors, and we're gonna do our best, Cathy and Laura and me, to mix and match and find colors to try to tie those 2 colors together. So you want to come up with some of the colors that don't necessarily make sense, or if those of you at home, you're like, I don't know how I'd ever put these 2 colors together, and we're gonna do our best to fill in the gap there. And and play, and let's say Cathy and Laura, let's try to like 4 to 6 colors, because if we're like, well, if you just put it with all 48 colors, it's gonna work. So let's say like 4 to 6 colors. Pull out 4 to 6 colors that include those 2 colors. Okay.
Got it.
All right, let's do it. So I've got somebody who threw out fig and clover. I'm gonna pull fig. So here's clover, which is that like very Kelly green. And then fig is one of those purples we've introduced, which is the one that's next to lilac, kind of that.
Fig and clover. Okay.
So here's fig and clover, if you guys can see that. I'm picturing Mardi Gras right now. We're just missing, which is great, Karma Chameleon.
This looks like some type of a basketball team or something.
The Utah Jazz actually had like kind of New Orleans Mardi Gras colors, because they actually originally were in New Orleans and moved to Utah, and they've changed the colors now. But yeah, it does have a very like
marching band.
And yeah, absolutely. So we're gonna kind of play around with this. Give us a moment, everybody, and at home, if you want to throw some together too.
Is there like a bell? Done.
I'm going to give you a 10-second warning right now. How about that? And Cathy, you're freezing up a little bit. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, you're back. Okay. It went just a little blurry there.
I'm hardwired in.
All right. So 10-second warning. I will go ahead and share mine. How about that? Because I've got one that I put together here.
Good.
So I kind of went with this. This is one of those things where it's like, what if I pulled in some neighboring colors? So pulling in that lilac and pulling in sea glass next to fig and clover, it's a way to kind of soften those up. But then without those, you kind of need something to warm this up, right? And so that's where I've pulled in grapefruit here. And then it's kind of this is kind of a fun, I could picture this in a floral. I could picture this in something summery, like, I don't know, like something. But I love this color combination. So how about you guys? How have you played with fig and clover?
I kept it a little simple, but as soon as I saw these two together, and these are, green and purple, part of the triad, right? The classic triad. So bringing in that little lilac, but then instead of, just adding on to the triad without orange, we're just going to go with the blue. And then I think that, what is it? Powder? I think powder, which is on the end here, I think it's going to be one of those sleeper colors that makes everything look better. Like, it's just such a pretty soft color. So I love this together.
I love that. Gorgeous.
Basically analogous in a sense too, right? Except for, you're working, you're on the cooler side of the ring.
Yeah, so, I love it. I love it. Laura, where did you land?
Did you say, what was the max?
For you, at whatever. I don't. Where are you?
42 colors.
I said like 4 to 6, but
okay, I got 6. I can do 6. I can do 6. Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Again, I work on the buddy system. I just find the lighter, the darker, throw it together, and I threw in midnight.
Gorgeous.
Is that midnight? Yeah, midnight was a good kind of a neutral separation.
So you got midnight, evergreen, sea glass. It looks like eggplant. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That is a gorgeous, gorgeous color palette. Okay, I saw another one that was kind of crazy. Oceanside and Cayenne. So let's give ourselves 30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Oh, wait. And also, Greg, I apologize. Oceanside and Cayenne.
I'll give you a 10-second warning. Yeah.
People are saying that I'm pixelating and a little blurry, but I'm not sure what to do because I'm plugged into the internet wall. So I apologize.
Okay, we can still hear you fine though. So we'll just have you hold your palette or your things up. But yeah.
Oceanside and what?
Oceanside and Cayenne. And we'll give you, you'll go last, Cathy, because let me just finish putting mine together real quick.
Ooh,
mine's going to be short and sweet. So I'll go first, and then Laura, you can go second on this one. Is that cool?
Okay.
And I'm going to kind of go off of what Laura did a little bit when she talked about desert. So I actually paired up with juniper. Remember that was one of my new favorites. And then I've got cayenne, and then it's this. I just grabbed the yellow. I think this was honeycomb. Sometimes you gotta like reference your things. So honeycomb. So I've got cayenne and honeycomb, and then juniper and oceanside, and it's kind of that like big sky and desert or whatever. But I love this, and it's got kind of that again, if you want to think plays on primaries like red, yellow, and blue. My red is cayenne, my yellow is honeycomb, and then I've got the blues kind of represented here in oceanside and juniper. So I think that's kind of a fun combo. Oh, Laura, you killed it.
Every time I have the same recipe. I think you're catching on. I just find the lighter and the darker shade, and it's magic.
Yeah, because like I could start to throw in some of these other colors if I wanted to, and like, and it kind of goes what you're doing there. I love that.
Yeah,
that is good. It's good.
Okay,
Cathy, that's what you got.
Can people see me in the world?
We can see them. If you just hold those close to the camera, we can. Yeah. So just tell us. Yep, there you go.
I got the buttercup. I got the wheat. I got a little bit of the pebble, and
nice.
I feel like this is a palette that I would not normally gravitate towards, but I kind of like it.
I love it.
I kind of like it. So you can see
that.
that.
I love that we came up with different things. This is like, I love it. So let's do like two. Let me see where we're at on time, because this is kind of fun and interesting. We've got time for, I think, 2 more. All right, so let's throw out a few more combinations. I know a lot were thrown out. We could play this game all day long, but let's do 2 more. let's keep some going. Okay, eggplant, and sunflower.
Ooh, okay.
This is actually, so if we're talking about complementary colors across the color wheel, this is actually a really nice color combination. So I'm going to play around with that. Eggplant, and sunflower. Yep. Perfect.
I think
Okay.
you already know what I'm going to do.
I've got our last one. Let's see. Poppy and grape soda or grape soda and cranberry. But we won't do that yet. I'm going to do one of those, though, as our last one. Let's see.
Oh, I think this is very pretty.
Actually, I'm going to do
It's
something.
okay. If you're struggling to find something to, it's like, it's kind of funny if we flop around. Ooh. Okay, Cathy, talk to us, because I'm still figuring mine out a little bit.
Okay, I actually think, and the light's a little tweaky in here, I think that the lemongrass works really good with the sunflower. And the eggplant, we're going to bring it out a little with that lilac and then ground it all with a nice neutral wheat. I think that is really pretty.
I love that.
And again, it's like color wheel. I don't know. I just, you know.
Well, and like, so this is one that I came up with here. Yeah, hold yours up too, Laura. Because like, similar to your lilac, I actually pulled in ballet slipper. Like, so if you wanted to break away from the purple, but still have, like, look at ballet slipper and lilac next to each other. The depth of color is very similar. So I think we kind of had a similar thought there, Cathy, on that.
Yeah.
Like, so, and then I just did ballet slipper though. So that's another alternative on that. And then threw grape soda in the middle of that. And then I've got the sunflower and then sea glass, just kind of, I don't know. It's a fun little combo.
So fun.
All right, Laura.
I just, you know,
I got a bing.
Your rainbows, like, kill all other rainbows. They put them on the same.
I don't mean to be a murderer.
You're a rainbow killer.
Or let's say you've outdone yourself.
Wait, I got a song. Rainbow killer. Just say la 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 Laura Bassen. Thank you.
Hey.
I hope I wasn't pixelated to that.
Oh, Hank. Okay, this is a crazy combo. Let's do, somebody threw out grape soda and I'm trying to decide, I saw grape soda and cranberry or grape soda and poppy. Which one do we want to address? Because this is a challenge.
Cranberry. Let's go because I think we got to go cranberry because I feel like it gives you more.
We're going to go grape soda and cranberry. Yikes. Yeah, grape soda and cranberry. Yep, that's what we're playing with. And this is our last one. So go big or stay home, I guess. Oh my goodness. We might need a few extra seconds on this one. Laura, do you still have your last combination? Somebody who just wanted to see that one real quick.
Oh, that one's
We'll give you a few more seconds, Laura, if you can hold up your last color combination.
Okay, I do not remember what that was.
It was very bright.
It was obviously
If you can't think of it, they can. This is recorded, so you can go back and they can land on that too. But that was a nice combo.
I don't know. I'm torn.
This is a challenge. Whoever came up with this one.
I was trying to do that one.
Woo.
Hold on. We're thinking.
I feel like I need some like blue or something. I don't know. Let's see.
Okay, I got it.
All right. Oh, and Cathy, your camera's totally back. You're totally clear.
Okay.
We can see you clear as day now. So.
Sorry.
Perfect. All right. Tell us about it, Cathy.
So the purple's just kind of in the center there, right? And we're okay with that. But then we're gonna get that cranberry, and they're kind of both. Now I know grape soda is a little poppier than it's coming off here, but this is kind of jewel tone, right? So what is not reading as well here is nectar. I wanted to bring that in because it's a good color to use with cranberry. And then we're going to round it out with neutrals. So craft and nutmeg. And I
Love
actually
it.
think that palette works together. It feels very jewel tony to me, but the nectar is a little warmer than it's reading. But yeah, there you go. You can kind of see it there. I like it.
I love it. I love it. Laura, have you figured out?
Okay, sorry.
Yours? I'm still figuring mine out.
Little commotion there. Okay, I hope I had this. So it's cranberry and
Grape soda.
grape soda. Is that grape soda?
That is the blue. Yeah. Yep. Perfect. The bluey purple.
Sometimes I get fig and grape soda mixed up.
They're similar. One's warmer and one's more blue. One's cooler.
Yeah. So I got what is this? Grapefruit, poppy, cranberry, midnight, grape soda, and eggplant. And by the way, the last one I had, if somebody wanted to know, was this one. Right? Was eggplant in the last one?
Eggplant. We did eggplant and sunflower in the last one. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So eggplant, blueberry. Crap.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. This is my last one. Somebody want to know: eggplant, blueberry, lemongrass, sunflower, clementine, and dragon fruit. Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful. You guys might have broken me. I'm almost here.
I could do this all day.
Oh, all day.
All day.
I'm not even sweating.
No, this is my jam.
I mean,
All right.
and I don't even care what it looks like. I just want to do it.
I'm cheating. I'm gonna cheat here. I did 7, I think.
Oh, come on now.
I did it. I did. I just did a rainbow. So
Ooh.
I don't know. It's
I like it.
But here. So
Very
it's
cool.
I just had a few of those colors that are kind of near each other. So clementine with nectar. Remember, nectar was that bridge, and then I pulled in a yellow. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. But sometimes too, though, even if you're doing like a fun birthday card or something, it's fun to kind of try and represent like the full rainbow. But not everything necessarily always. Like you can switch out. Like I mean, if you got rid of cranberry and put poppy in there, all of a sudden it punches that way up. And then if you took grape soda out and like threw briar rose in there, and then all of a sudden it's a totally different rainbow, but you've got a red and a purpley color still kind of represented there. But then, you know, putting that grape soda back in there and cranberry, it kind of subdues it a little bit more. So maybe do that. If you guys are wondering like how to change up just the rainbow and play around with that, then, you know, try to like get your red in there, and then if you're like, I want to pop this up a little bit more, you know, change it out. You don't need a red to be in a rainbow. You could do honeysuckle or something. So
I cut red all the time, and I get called out for it. But you know what? It's just I have a traumatic relationship to red because and I also have a question to answer. Someone wanted to know what I put these little friends in. They're just little bead containers, and I just popped the lid off.
So you just get those at just the craft store then?
Yeah, they're like this Elizabeth Ward sequin holders. They also have them at This Calls for Confetti, and I just popped the tops off, popped them in. But I was a figure skater, and from age 11 to 17, and my mother thought I looked great in red, and so she sewed all my costumes. And a lot of them were red. And I associate red with being so nervous that I want to puke, having to run to the bathroom, because that's what happens when you have introversion and you're a figure skater, and it's only you out there roller figure skating, by the way. But to summarize this story about color, I hated figure skating so much by the time I quit. The last meet that I skated in, I wore black.
So everybody needs to lay off of Cathy with red. If she doesn't use it, it's her prerogative.
So every time you see me use poppy, it is a moral victory.
I will never forget that now. When I see Cathy use red, I will know that you overcame something in that moment.
I actually have a video link of my last skating performance narrated by me. I put it up on the internet about 15 years ago, and if I remember, I'll post it in the group.
I love it. Please do.
I wiped the floor with my body, just so you know.
Oh, Nancy, Lady in Red. Okay, we've got a full album here. We've got a full album going. Some people were just saying too, they had a good time with that challenge. That was really fun. You can challenge yourself like that, or like FaceTime with a friend and challenge each other. Just be like, throw out a color combination and then see what you guys can come up with. That's a really fun way to like kind of just stretch those boundaries with like creativity with color. And yes, replace red with a pink if you want. Somebody asked if honeysuckle is a red or is it a pink? And I don't know, but it's a nice color and people love it. So that would be a great one for replacing red in a palette. And so thanks, you guys. That was super fun to play along. I know that put you on the spot a little bit there, but it also just shows that like all of us just kind of flounder sometimes to figure, like that last round, I didn't know what to do, but it was a lot of fun. So maybe that would be a fun game to play again sometime, just as a quick 30-minute live together. But we have a few giveaways now, a few more giveaways, and we are going to give away a few different things. So the first giveaway is our new ink cube bundle. Look how many ink cubes coming out, you guys. That's a lot.
Oh my gosh.
So you're going to get the entire ink cube bundle. We will have a white and a black now. The black is a hybrid ink, and then the white is a pigment-based ink. Okay, so that actually, there are 48 colors of ink that we will be coming out with, and so you're going to get every ink cube.
We shouldn't enter. Laura and I shouldn't enter.
I'll see what I can do. Yeah, your names are definitely in this bucket, you guys. So.
Oh my gosh.
And then in addition to that, you're going to get the new assorted cardstock pack. This is all 48 colors. There is only a single sheet in there of each color. It's essentially like a sampler pack, a whole sheet of paper of each color to play with. But this is great for those of you at home. I know you all had like the quarter sheets, but if you wanted to just play around with color and figure out what your favorite ones were, and then figure out like what 12 packs you wanted to invest in and things like that. So this is the first giveaway, the assorted pack and the 8 cube bundle. And the winner is, dun, 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 dun. We have the winner is Lynn Hagen. Lynn, congratulations. You are getting the assorted cardstock pack and ink cube bundle.
Wow.
The next giveaway is an entire collection of the new cardstock packs. That is a 12 pack of every single color.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
Wow, that's heaven.
A lot. You're going to have to purchase some ink cubes for that, friend. You know what I mean? Those things.
Yes. So the new cardstock pack bundles. The winner is, did I do that right? Is that 48 colors? Or is that the new colors? 25 new colors. 25 new colors. Let me clarify that. You're getting all the new colors of 12 packs, okay? The winner is Tammy Terry. Congratulations, Tammy. 25 packs of 12 packs. That's a lot of paper.
That's going to last. That's going to last a while.
That's going to last. That's a lot of fun. Okay. The next one is all of our new ink pads. All 25 of the new ink pads. Okay. The new ink pad bundle is going to, oh my gosh, there's so many pieces of paper in this. Samantha Hiskey. Congratulations, Samantha. You are the winner of our 25 new ink pads. So congrats on that. We will get all your information. We have all your shipping information and stuff, so you're going to get these. That is so much fun. We are going to now just talk about the poll questions. We were actually overwhelmed with the amount of people who responded to our survey. A lot of you answered. So I just wanted to, I'm going to throw out what the question was. And Laura and Cathy, if you guys want to go ahead and just give what your answers are, what you think the answers are. And then I'm going to actually share what the survey results were. So the first one is, what is your favorite of the new Concord and Night colors? And what do you guys think the answer? And I'm going to tell you right now, 20% of the votes were this color.
You mean the poll? You asked this in the poll?
We asked this, and over half of our it was like over half of our attendees actually responded.
I got it. I got to guess.
The people. Okay, go ahead.
Fig.
Fig. Okay.
Dragon fruit.
Dragon fruit. One of you is correct. The answer is dragon fruit. 20% of people. And Cathy, you were close with the next most popular color was grape soda, which is right next to.
Oh.
Okay. I went out there. I went out there. I hung it over the edge.
Fig is a great color. So, but it's dragon fruit. 20% of people love it. So, dragon fruit, I have a feeling, is going to be one of those front runner colors. And like you guys said, dragon fruit and lemongrass together. If you throw juniper in there, you guys have to see it together.
Dragon fruit, lemongrass, and juniper.
Yeah.
Is that it? That's very cool.
Okay, I got it real quick. Sorry, I put right. Oh, here it is. I got it. Here you go. Yeah, look at that. That's a really cool. This, if we're talking about a primary color combination that's unconventional, you have a red, yellow, and blue kind of represented in there. But like you guys were talking about that, but then bring that in and soften the whole thing up a little bit. It's nice. That's a really nice.
That's very nice. Yeah.
So next question on the survey was, what is your favorite of all the Concord and Night colors? And what do you guys want to guess? And this is including old and new.
I'll guess honeysuckle.
Okay.
I don't know. I mean, I was going to say stardust, but now I'm thinking dragon fruit.
Okay, great guesses. One of you is the winner. Cathy, you got it this time. It is honeysuckle. Congratulations. Honeysuckle and peacock were super close. Peacock was only 3 votes behind honeysuckle. So
I mean, it's just such a good color. This is a great, when you said start a rainbow with this, 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
Wait. I mean, honeysuckle. Thank you, America, for making, and the world. Thank you, all of you across the globe, for making me the winner of this one.
Well, let's see who wins this one. All right. Do you think ink pads or ink cubes are more popular? What is more popular?
I'm going to say pads.
Okay.
I mean, I was going to say pads too.
That's fine. You can both be winners, and you both are winners. All right. So it's a tie game. Ink pads and ink cubes. You want to hear what the split was between them?
Yeah.
50.6% prefer ink pads and 49.4% prefer ink cubes. Can you believe how close that was?
That's surprising. Yeah.
So luckily we carry both mediums of ink pads and ink cubes. So whatever your preference is, go for it. We've got them all represented. So the last question was, are you a full set buy, all the colors kind of crafter, or pick and choose? What do you think is the most popular option? Pick and choose or full set?
I'd
not
say
quite as close.
Full set. I'd say full set.
Okay.
I think most people are full set, but I'm not.
Okay. All right. 72.3% of people are full set buyers. 27.7% are pick and choose. So, and there's merits to both kinds of people. I know some people love to have a collection of things, and other people pick and choose. And that is, we love all of you all the same. So there are so many ways to craft, and we just want to provide you with the things that you want to use. So if you want to use it all, use it all. If you want to use some, use some. So the last thing, the next thing, so we're kind of, let's see, checking our time. We're doing pretty good on time. Thank you guys for playing along with those games. We're going to move on now from the gamification of this whole live to some show and tell now, as we're kind of coming to a close. These things always go way, way too fast.
I didn't even have to go to the bathroom and send the secret code. I just want everybody in the chat to know I had a secret code. I was going to put it in the private chat. I said, I got it all set up. I'm like, you just take me off camera for a second. But no, my bladder's
You're
cooperating.
You're doing so well, Cathy. You're doing so well.
I'm so proud of me.
You're doing great. So yes, so we've gone over all the color stuff. We've played some games. Thank you for those of you at home too who've been playing along. Now we're going to do our bonus project show and tell, and we're going to kind of move through this really quick. But these will also be available. The pictures will be available on the website. So if you guys don't get the full view at home of these cards, or you want to look at them more closely or use your products, these are using the products that are in the box that you received. And we've just asked Cathy and Laura, and then we've also made some projects here at Concord and 9th as well that we wanted to share right now. Is there anybody who wants to go first? Laura, let's have you go first.
Okay. What are we doing again? We're showing our bonus cards?
Your bonus projects. Yep, just holding them up. And for those of you at home, it will be viewable on the website. Oh, love it.
Those are
Love it. Tell us what you did there. That
Okay,
is-
so for this one here, I used I think I used almost all the cubes in the pack. So these were stamped using the new colors with
Love
the big and bold stamp set. And then I die cut some of the leaves. That's the big and bold. And now this is from Cathy's set, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah. So I added that. That's dragon fruit. And this is lemongrass and
Artichoke
avocado.
or-
Artichoke?
Yeah, probably avocado. You're right. You're probably right.
Yeah, I talk about that in my video. I can't say avocado. I got to say avocado.
And do you have a green flower on there? Can you pull that up close? I love that. Like, look at that. I want everybody at home to see that like, I don't know, I wouldn't have thought to do a green flower, and it absolutely works.
And also the offset stamping and then the trim, the bleed to the edge is just so good.
And it's got this
So good.
mixed media. I love that mixed media look of the stamp and the die cut layering that you did there. And the leaves are kind of just floating there. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
And then I did another one. This is the die set in my class. And then I love that die set has I don't know if you can see the background. There's like a kind of a faux stitching.
Yep.
Did that there. And then I just layered all the new cardstocks. Just love them. There's a banner die. I love that. You get multiple sentiment options that fit in the banner. And yeah, I mean, the colors, forget about it.
Gorgeous. Thank you, Laura.
Yeah.
Cathy, how about you?
Okay, I have just the one card to share, but I really wanted to do some ink blending, and of course, this shouldn't surprise you. Let's get the color in there. Hold on. We get.
I love that.
Oh, you know what? Let me turn this off. Hold on. Let me see if that helps. That's gonna help. Okay,
That
let
is
me get my head out of the way. There we go. Oh gosh. Okay.
Beautiful monochrome.
So yeah, it's very. I started at the top with Harbor, and used the lilac, and then into the fig. And then I just took some of the flowers, from the set and kept it very monochromatic. It's you'll see it in the photo. See how it's a lot bluer up there? It's just the light's kind of blowing it out right now. So yeah, and just they blended beautifully. And then also I love the these. There's the dots. They're so pretty. So yeah, it's just a very simple design, but that's my bonus card.
I love that. Did you say it was Harbor into Fig?
Yes.
Yes.
I love that. And that's kind of a cool, like, faux iridescent, like, it's a really pretty, like,
Misty.
That. Yeah, I love that.
In fact, I wasn't going to do this, but I can show you here. It might look a little better.
Gorgeous.
See that?
Love it.
Anyway,
Yes. Yes. Love the blue.
Yeah. Okay. I'm back.
Awesome. Thanks, Cathy. Here's this was a combined effort here at Concord and 9th. We're a team here. So this first card here, oops, I pushed my table a little. Sorry. This first card here, you can see we just kind of did like a fun little. It's got some of that dragon fruit in there, and then we've got the orange and yellows, and then the blues. It's kind of, again, I love a good play on primaries. If you just you get a red and a yellow and blue, so the red's coming in there with the dragon fruit and pinks, and then the yellows with the oranges there, and then the blue. you can't go wrong. I mean, there's a reason why primary colors also are like a starting point, right, for color theory. So
I love that tone on tone stamping in the background.
yeah, and that's another really nice thing, to be able to, like, if you have just a basic card base and you want to turn it up a notch, just take create a little bit of that texture, and then it just zhuzhes it up.
It zhuzhes it. It zhuzhes it to the high heavens.
It's a zhuzh. And then this other card here is just a cute, simple card.
Oh.
And again, we really leaned into that stitched background that you were talking about, Laura, where it creates that backdrop, but then just those simple little blossoms and kind of a spectrum of colors there, and
So
the little sequins, and then it's just a really nice card. And I like the thick offset here too on that card. So kind of a fun extra card. Those are going to be, there's gonna be nice pictures available too. So if you guys want to, you all have the products at home, if you wanted to make some extra bonus cards as well. So next we are going to do a sneak peek of our April products. You've seen all the color, right? But we have some, did I do that right? Okay. So yes, April product sneak peek. We have stamps and dies and stencils that are also going to be available for purchase, in addition to the paper and ink and all the other color products. And we wanted to design products that will really lean into color usage, where you can use multiple colors. I mean, you use multiple colors on any card, but we wanted the products to be designed in a way that really could help play with color combinations and things like that. So the first thing is a simple little bundle here. It is our triple step posy bundle. It's got a little die set, but it's a triple step where it has the stems and then the blossoms and then the centers and then some sentiments. And we have some digital mock-ups, so we'll show you those there. So you can see a cute little tag set there, card set, but it creates just this fun little meadow of like kind of abstract-y flowers and stuff. But triple steps are really fun to play around with color combinations. And we have a whole line of triple step stamps in our stamp lineup. And it's just a really fun way to play with 3 different colors and create color combinations. And you can see we've done ones that are pretty straightforward, like a green stem, but then the other one uses like midnight as the stem, or the other on that little tag there, it's a monochrome look where it's using oranges and stuff. So lots of fun there. So that's the first bundle that is available. And then we have the flower press. So flower press stencil pack. And this is a really, and you can actually see, this cool print behind here. So we actually have the option to buy that as a stencil pack and create this cool, I like how they're kind of just like, it's all kind of, nothing's touching each other, but it's like the perfect plate of food where nothing's touching, but it's all there. Just kidding. I actually don't mind mixing my food, but but it's kind of, everything's kind of smushed in there, but just perfectly, you know. And it just,
did you make that print in the background of your house?
Yeah. So this was just our designer Jen, who designed this stencil pack, just created this 16 by 20 print.
Oh my gosh, you could sell decor.
we can look into having this as a downloadable if people want to print it or something.
Yes, that's so cool.
Yeah, but it's just a really pretty it's a really nice put it in a little gold frame and bam, you got it. So that's a stencil pack, really fun. That is sold as a individual. It's not bundled with anything. It's just to create a really nice backdrop. The next thing we have is our triangle background dies. And this is just a great, if you wanted to do that faux stitch triangle background, but then you have 2 dies here that that can cut out individual triangles that are perfectly sized to just create fun patterns.
That is
so
so cool.
that's a fun little combination of colors used in those digital mock-ups there with like powder, tide pool, juniper. We've got briar rose, lemongrass, and I think pink lemonade in there. Play around, like cut out a bunch of triangles go to your swatch books, cut out a bunch of triangles in one of those swatches that you've created, and then just start playing around with placement. And the fun thing is if you did a full background of those, it doesn't matter where you place them. You just kind of start randomly placing, and it creates that really cool look. The other thing I like about the die set is you can just cut it out and have a stitched background too. So it's kind of a twofer.
So good. So good.
Nice.
And if you're Laura, you could just pop them up. Just pop them.
Yeah. Yes. I am so excited to see what you guys will do with those. So the next one is our mod turnabout.
Ooh.
And so this is a really cool, it's got that like kind of petal shape or whatever, but it creates that cool geometric background. And what I love is you can see it there in 4 colors, but then you can also see on that card with the hello on it, just stamp it out once. And it's this cool like minimalist backdrop. And that's done in Pebble, which is that light grayish color, that taupey color. And great little backdrop there. So
beautiful.
Unbelievable.
Lots of fun. And then the last, and a lot of these are just standalones because we know people are going to be investing in color, but if you want to pick up one of these products or all of them, whatever, we have Just Say More. We have a Just Saying die set that has been very popular where they have, you have that backer piece and then these sentiments actually, when you cut them out, they're all connected. So it's really easy to just put together like a really impactful sentiment on there. Yeah. So this one has big hugs, take care, celebrate you, hi. I know Jennifer McGuire was really excited about this. These were some sentiments that she was looking for. And so they're just very, very usable. And then we threw in some of these like fun heart shapes to be able to just play around with as well. Cut those out in a bunch of different colors and play around. So I wanted to remind you again, we talked about this briefly at the beginning, but you do have the discount code for 10% off of your order from April 10th to the 12th. And it includes all of these stamps and dies and stencils that I just showed. So it's the color products and all of these, basically everything with our April release. And we wanted to explain to you that our release, this is one of the few times we have not released something on the 9th. The 9th of April is Easter. It is a Sunday as well, so we're not in the office. So we just thought, let's let Easter be Easter. And so then everybody come and join us on Monday, April 10th at 10 a.m. So 10 on the 10th is when all of this stuff will be going live. So, and you'll see plenty of that in our social media and stuff. And if you're a newsletter subscriber, all of it will be detailed out there. So we are going to have some giveaways as we kind of wrap this thing up, because we want to finish right at noon because the watch party starts 15 minutes after we drop off of here at noon Mountain Time. At 12:15 Mountain Time is when the live watch party of the Big and Bold class goes live. So we've got a few minutes left here, and that is pretty much the perfect amount of time to do a few more giveaways. Woo! So, and if you thought the previous giveaways were fun, get ready, all right? We're about to have some more fun. So the first giveaway, we actually have 3 winners to receive all of the stamps, stencils, and dies that I just showed. So this entire collection of products here, we have 3 lucky winners, okay? And a ton of people to choose from. So I would love to give this away to everybody, but one of those lucky winners is Marty Schneider. Marty, good. Congratulations. And we will make sure that we get that sent to you. So I'm going to make sure that that stays right there so we don't lose sight of that. All right. And then we've got Marjorie Hensler. Congratulations to Marjorie, the second of 3 winners for all of our stamps and dies from our April release. And Dawn Davidson. So Dawn, Marty, and Marjorie, congratulations to all 3 of you. we will make sure that we get that sent to you. The next giveaway that we have is dun, dun, dun. One lucky winner is going to get all the new ink pads, all the new 12 packs of cardstock, and all the enamel dots. So basically 25 of these in all 25 of the new colors. That is insane. That is super exciting. So the new ink pads, cardstock packs, and enamel dots, all 25, are going to, and I'm digging so deep, I'm moving this around. All right, Elizabeth Baxter. Congratulations to Elizabeth Baxter. You are the winner of all 25 new ink pads, cardstock packs, and enamel dots. And then we have one more giveaway, and this giveaway is one spot for our next In the Classroom that will be coming up this fall. And it's basically free registration, free kit, everything. This entire experience for our fall In the Classroom. And that winner is Cathy, and congratulations to Cathy. You are the winner of our In the Classroom for this upcoming fall. And I wanted to also let everybody know, I know those people who attend all of our events and classes and things like that, a lot of you go to all of our things. Some of you, though, may have never attended our summer camp. It's as fun as we've had here, but like
more.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a few days of fun, and it's just a lot of laughter, a lot of crafting, and it's just a blast. Cathy and Laura have been counselors with us. We divide all of the campers into cabins that are themed after colors, and there's classes and there's campfires. So it is an absolute blast. For those of you who did not have an opportunity, we have a record number of campers coming this year. So we've outdone ourselves again, but we wanted to, for this group, reopen registration for anybody who may not have had an opportunity or was still interested in that or on the fence about it. You're welcome to come. This is not something that we are doing for the general public. This is for this group. So we will have our registration open from now until Monday at noon. So basically the next 48 hours to decide if you still want to go. We understand not everybody can or may not want to participate, but this is just an opportunity if you still want to do that. It is going to be an absolute blast. And this has been an absolute blast. Cathy and Laura, you guys, always a delight. I still can't believe, Laura, that you got us to do that music video and that it came together the way that it did. But again, that'll be available for those of you. I know that let's get it to 1 billion views, you guys. So the rest of today is going to go with the live watch party, where we are pretty much right on schedule. We are at 11:59 right now. We'll be wrapping up here in the next minute. 12:15 to 1:20 Mountain Time, so adjust to wherever you are. Big and Bold class. 1:30 to 3 o'clock Pretty Petals class. And that's all of this is recorded. This live will be available. Those classes will be posted. So you can do this at your own pace. You guys, thank you so much. Laura and Cathy will be in the comments too to help throughout the afternoon and just to be there to help answer questions. And thank you again. Everybody's showing y'all so much love. And that is so, it's well deserved. Thank you, both of you. And thank you, all of you in the chat and following along at home. And
Thanks,
we will
everyone. Yeah.
soon. Okay.
Okay, we'll see you in class soon. Our fingers will.
Yeah. See ya.
See you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.